Trying to bid for a good trip is like trying to find a good parking spot. Good luck. Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Today's date is July 3rd on a Friday, and the local time in Denver is 1:54 p.m. Yeah, 4th of July Eve. So guys, I am at the airport, and I'm at the airport because I have a trip. So how this trip came about is just so crazy, right? So let me just kind of explain to you. So yesterday when I non-revved right from Philly, coming back to Denver, 1 p.m. Denver time is when our bidding system opened. So I bidded for 2 trips because as of today, I am good for 3 days of my reserve block. Because I started a 3-day reserve block, right? 3rd, 4th, and 5th. So I bidded for 2 trips, a double layover at airport code EWR, which is Newark, New Jersey, and then a double layover in Cincinnati, airport code CBG. So when I landed on my board, I got the Cincinnati trip. Okay, so I thought nothing of it. The report time was 8 o'clock this morning, right? So I got up at 6 to get ready for my trip, and I went to the restroom for a quick second, and cruise scheduling called me. So because when I had that UTC, guys, in December, one thing is very important to do is to add a secondary number in case for some reason they cannot get in contact with you. So my secondary contact is the crash pad owner, Dawn. So when I got out the bathroom to look at my phone, I saw a voicemail from cruise scheduling. She forwarded the message to me. So I checked the message, and basically, guys, they canceled my trip. Okay, so I called them to kind of see what was going on. Now, because I am on reserve, I am not pay protected. Had I been, that trip been on my days off, I would have been credited. Whatever credit hours that trip was worth, they would have paid me. But on reserve, you're not pay protected. So if a trip cancels, oh well. So cruise scheduling said, well, hey, we'll put you back on reserve. Okay, so as of 6:03 this morning, I went back on reserve. Trip gone, right? So I lie down, and at 10:15 a.m. precisely, I get a familiar ringtone, right? Because cruise scheduling has their own ringtone, and it was them, and they called me to give me a turn. So that is why I am here, ladies and gentlemen. So today, guys, I am going to airport code IND, which is Indiana. And again, it is a simple turn. This is where my dad is from, the Jackson 5, Gary, Indiana. So yeah, I've been to Indiana. I even had a layover. I am a little disappointed. I was looking forward to a double layover, but you know what, guys? This happens all the time. This is one thing as a flight attendant you have to prepare for, with sudden changes in your schedule. And that's why I love this job, because it's really unpredictable. Okay, I had a trip, it was gone, they gave me another trip. So you always got to stay ready, right? And yeah, so that's why I'm heading to now for this pairing. I just looked at my schedule. I am the Beyonce of the pairing. So y'all know Beyonce has a lot of responsibilities. I have to get this show going, baby, okay? Because Kelly Rowland and the rest of the crew, they depend on me, right? So that is what's going on. So before I got to the airport, I stopped at Starbucks because I had to park the car in the employee parking lot. As you guys saw, there's never no parking space around this time, guys. Never. It's so hard to find a good parking spot. So my reference for this the intro was basically saying that good trips are hard to come by. It is first come, first serve. Just like those parking lot spaces, right? You have to get there, because I'm telling you, the further the day goes, or well, I should say the later it gets in the afternoon, the further you park away, right? So that's what happened to me. Coming in the afternoon, I had to park so far out, guys. But yeah, so let me show you, because there's a lot of people. Well, there's quite a few people here, so I'll let y'all be the judge. All right, just people coming and going, but my check-in time for this trip is 1:58. It's 1:58 precisely. I've already checked in, so I got my Starbucks, I got some food to eat, so I'm pretty much set. Now, the gate for this trip is right near my crew room, so I don't have to walk, you know, half a mile to get to the gate. It's very, very close. So what I'm going to do, guys, is I just wanted to come and talk to you. But before I leave, let's talk about the look today, right? So same old wig, okay? I'm going to rock this wig, and as a matter of fact, I ordered this wig, and not only this color, but in 1B. So y'all will be seeing this wig. I like it. A lot of compliments from passengers, okay? So the eyeshadow look I have. So it's from Milani. And it's from what? Most Wanted. Yeah, Jewel Heist. So I got this last night. Me and Juan went to Walgreens because I had to get a couple of things. So I got this. But these are the colors I'm using. So I'm using this red or burgundy as a transition shade. This fading into that. Well, the green fading into the blue. So yeah, I like the colors. I mean, what do y'all think? I try, y'all. I try. So, but yeah, so that's what's going on, guys. It's very hot outside. I was burning up. I have this jacket on, I have this wig on, and it's really hot. And yeah, I had to cool my body off, y'all, because like I said, I had to walk so far to the terminal to get inside the airport. But yeah, 2:00 p.m. So again, I'm gonna just head to that gate and get ready to prepare for this trip, this turn, guys. So I am good for 2 more days, and I bid it for, like, I had to bid for at least I don't know, 9 trips. There was a lot of 2-day trips in there that had layovers, and I bid it for every one, guys. So I am hoping when I land back in Denver from this turn, I got something. I'm hoping I get something going back home. There's 4 trips with layovers in Phoenix. I never had a layover in Phoenix, so that would be so dope. Those are the trips I bid for first, but you never know. Again, like a good parking lot, right? First come, first serve. Okay, guys, so I will be with you when I head down that good jet bridge, so stay tuned. We are going to Indiana, baby. All right, ladies and gentlemen, I am heading down the jet bridge to, you know, do my pre-flight requirements and safety checks. Because I'm Beyonce, they have to kind of tell me how many passengers. So yeah, as of the 1st, I think, no, we stopped black and middle seats, you know, so most of our middle seats are not going to be blocked. So yeah, this is quite a full flight, so we'll see. But yeah, guys, as always, per usual, I'll be with you when I land in Indiana, so stay tuned. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, so we have arrived safely in Indiana. Local time right now is 7:29 p.m. Yeah, guys, so as I stated, coming down the jet bridge, this was a pretty full flight. A few seats open. The flight time was 2 hours and 9 minutes. Not sure what the flight time is going back, but yeah, pretty festive passengers on this flight. And again, this is just another turn that I am doing, given to me by crew scheduling. So I'm still waiting to see if I have a trip for tomorrow, since I bid it for several. So right now in Denver, it's about 5:30. I imagine when I land, I'll definitely know. But right now, it is sunny in Indiana, and it's also humid. So we have the air going, the vents on, just to cool off the aircraft in between flights. But it was really hot in Denver, humid out here. So yeah, don't have too much going on. Still reading about Robert Kennedy's life. Very pretty interesting. These chapters are long, like an hour and some change every chapter. So I have to keep myself focused and tend to remember not to fall asleep. But most of the crew I've flown with before, so that's always interesting, guys. But we will be heading back very shortly, just waiting for everyone aboard. But I will show you outside, but it is pretty humid. Let me see. All right, I'll show you a different view here because it's sunny. You guys can sneak a peek. You can see the animal on the tail right there in the far distance. Okay, sunny in Indiana. Okay, so what I'll do, guys, is when I get to Denver, I will be with you, so stay tuned. All right, so I have safely returned to Denver, guys. Right now, the local time and DIA are in Denver, because I'm at the airport, I'm sorry, is 9:45 p.m. Let me see that phone light. Okay, 9:45 p.m. So I am tired, but because I arrived early, I have to wait for 2 more people before heading to the crash pad. So when I landed, I went and I got me a 6-inch oven roasted chicken breast from Subway, since I was didn't eat anything as of 10 o'clock or whenever I ate. So yeah, just something to eat. But yeah, waiting for 2 other people who get in a little bit later. So I am in the employee parking lot, and this is where I dropped off the car earlier. So it's in a different spot, but yeah. So like I said, I bid for so many trips, guys, and I did get a trip. So I am working tomorrow, which is great. It is holiday pay, so that is so very exciting. And I'll tell you guys the trip tomorrow. You know, I'm very, very excited for the trip that they gave me, which is weird because when I landed, I had another voicemail from crew scheduling. So the first thing I thought was that they were going to have me sit some type of couch, right? You know, and then I thought, what kind of couch can they have me sit? Because it's 9 p.m. at night, but I could have done D couch. D is from 7 p.m. to 1 a.m. So I was thinking that's what they were going to do. But no, they left me a voicemail to self-notify for a trip that they assigned to me, which is weird because I bid for so many and they gave me a trip that I bid for. So I need to look at my schedule to see if I was denied, because remember, guys, these trips are first come, first serve. Whoever is the fastest gets awarded the trip. So I bid for at least 8. And the thing about it is that every trip might have a position, multiple positions. So you have to go in and bid for each position separately. So it's very time consuming. So yeah, they sent me a voicemail. So that's what I did. And I got released because remember, when you are on reserve, if crew scheduling assigns you a trip or if you bid for a trip, you always have to call and get released. Because remember, guys, they added flying time. Remember, not flying time, but they added couch when I came back from LAX. So you always got to communicate with them to make sure you're all good. But the flight time from Indiana to Denver, I almost forgot, was exactly 2 hours and 9 minutes. Pretty full flight as well. So it's kind of weird now that I have, us flight attendants, we're no longer being separated. Like, there's no social distancing when it comes to us, at least some flight attendants, right? Depending on the position. So I had to sit next to another flight attendant, and it was kind of weird because for the last 3 months, I have been used to separating. So y'all know about the jump seats. If you don't, it's a seat that we sit on as flight attendants. And I have a double jump seat. 2 people can sit there. It's kind of weird knowing that I'm sitting next to someone. That shared space that, you know what I mean? I have to get used to that. So yeah, but pretty good flight. I'm just happy to be back. I am going to go to the crash pad. While I wait for these 2 individuals, I'm just going to stay in this car with the AC running, eat my sandwich, and just pretty much mind my business. That's what it's all about. But yeah, tomorrow's the 4th of July. I am so excited, guys. I don't know what your plans are, Independence Day, but I'm happy I'm getting paid for a holiday. And I think because I am working on a holiday, I get more buddy passes. So we'll see. It's always good to have buddy passes. They come in handy. You just never know. A buddy pass can be a blessing in disguise for the right person. But it's also risky. Yeah, it is also risky. A buddy pass is like basically co-signing for somebody, you know, like your credit is on the line and my reputation as a flight attendant is on the line. Think of a buddy pass like if you gave a recommendation. Yeah, go ahead and hire my homegirl or hire somebody, right? And they can't pass the drug test. They're going to look at you crazy, right? So a buddy pass is similar to that, meaning I am kind of co-signing this person's behavior and I am hoping they don't do anything out of pocket. And it's kind of weird because you really don't know somebody until something happens. You know, I was telling my best friend Karina, there's a lot of Facebook groups. Like, you really don't know an individual until you see the pages they like. You know, and I get all kind of invitations on my Facebook page to join these nasty groups. I want no parts of these groups. Like, I don't do that. That's not what I do. I don't want to be in no private group. But anyways, so guys, it's 9:50 p.m. This trip reports at 9 o'clock in the morning. So, ooh, this is going to be a very, very, very long night, cutting it close. But I'm just going to wait for them and head back to that crash pad. So guys, I will be with you exactly in the morning. And see, I got a text message. Yep. Okay. Yeah, so one of them are here. So guys, yeah, I'll be with you in the morning. So again, let me see, looking at myself in the mirror. Okay, thank you guys so much for rocking with me and going on this turn, this unexpected turn to Indiana. Guys, if you have watched the video up until this point and you are undecisive and you're like, why should I subscribe to you, Deann? Well, I'm gonna tell you why you should subscribe to me, honestly. And this is just me being me. I'm going to give you the real side of being a flight attendant, the good, the bad, the ugly. I'm going to show you my life on reserve, the places I go, the things I do, how I think, how I process things, how I pick up trips, how I make my money. I'm going to show you my paycheck. Guys, I am giving you multifaceted. Like, I am giving you all sides, honey. All sides of my life as a flight attendant. I think I'm a unique vlogger, but that's just my opinion. And the reason why, guys, is once upon a time, I was just like you. Believe it or not, almost a year ago, okay? Well, a little over a year ago, because this started, what, in January? Yeah, is when I started applying. Trust me, I was looking for flight attendant videos, and I told myself, if I ever have the opportunity to become a flight attendant with any airline, the things that I was looking for, I did not find on YouTube. And when I reached out to certain vloggers, they would not respond, or they were very short with me. So I told myself, I'm going to be helping people the best I can without risking my job. And that's what my channel is all about. You guys reach out to me, I answer your questions, and I try to be a source of encouragement. And I'm not saying I'm the best flight attendant vlogger on YouTube, but what I will say is that, guys, I keep it real. Sometimes so real that it's scary, that sometimes I be thinking, oh, am I going to get in trouble for doing that? But other than that, that's why you should subscribe to my channel. So marinate, let that marinate for a second. But guys, have a good night. Be blessed. Stay safe. Social distance. Wear your mask. And just remember, guys, that we are all in this together, this pandemic. And according to what I've been seeing, these numbers they are sky high, y'all. They are rising. So please do your part, guys, to stop the spread. But I'll talk to you guys in the morning. Bye. All right, so guys, before we look at my June paychecks, we have to see how it came about. So we have to look at my May schedule, because what I did the previous month reflects in that next month. All right, so you can see, guys, as of the 1st of May through the 4th, I was on a 4-day reserve block, was not used for the first 3 days, and then on the last day I bid it for a turn and got it. The 5th and the 6th I was off. So it looks like here I started a 3-day reserve block, the 7th through the 9th. So I bid it on the last day, which was the 9th, because I was not used on the 7th and the 8th. And then the 10th, I picked up something. Off on the 11th. Then it looks like the 12th through the 17th, I started a 6-day reserve block. So the first 5 days, the 12th through the 16th, I was not used. And then on the 17th day, I bidded for a turn. Okay, the 18th through the 20th, I was off. And if y'all see that on my schedule, I could not find anything to pick up. So it was real scarce in May. All right, the 21st through the 23rd, guys, I did start a 3-day reserve block. So on that first day, the 21st, nothing was given to me. The 22nd, cruise scheduling gave me a trip. 23rd, I bidded for that. Now the 24th and the 25th were my days off. I did pick up 2 turns. The 26th, I was off. Okay, the 27th through the 29th, I started a 3-day reserve block. So the first day, the 27th, nothing. The 28th, cruise scheduling gave me something. And then the 29th is something that I bidded for, a trip. Okay, the 30th and 31st were my days off. So I did not find anything on the 30th, but I was able to pick up a turn on the 31st. And that's that trip with 1. Okay, so for the month of May, my block was 50 hours and 9 minutes, credit 55.41, year to date 351.27. It's a lot of hours so far. And I had 8 days off. And that is the May schedule. All right, you guys saw the schedule. Now let's look at the paychecks. So my first paycheck, June the 5th, which is my sister's birthday. Let's look at that one. All right, guys, that was the amount, $794.06. There's the pay period. It was paid on the 5th, and that is for 37.5 hours. Okay, and then F9 card and cent. Those are credit cards. So I have not even been attempting to sell anything with a credit card, okay? But that is usually on the second check. F9 tips, that's on the second check. Time and a half is on the second check. HSA, ER, that is my insurance. I have a HSA, $37.50. Long-term disability, $342. Non-tax per diem, y'all, $0. And the reason why, y'all, I really didn't have any a lot of per diem because I didn't have any layovers in May. Over 75 and 82, 0. Because again, I didn't even fly that many hours. Parking pass is on the second one, but 0. Regular guarantee. So that is how they came up with that figure, 901.12. Regular pay, none, because I didn't do any overtime. Retro pay, 0. Taxable per diem. So guys, all those turns that I showed you that had per diem, all those trips, $166.99. Vacation payout, 0. Deductions. All right, company paid ADD, 0. Company paid life, 0. Company paid long-term disability, 0. HSA contribution, because I am contributing, 0. They took away that 37.5 from the HSA. They took away the long-term disability. Remember, dental is free. Uniform, 0, because it's been paid off. Union dues, 25. Okay, so it's $50 a month. Value HDHP is my insurance, $74.63. Vision is also free, so vision and dental is free. Here's the taxes, guys. Okay, and that is how I was paid for that first check, June the 5th. All right, guys, and let's look at that second check here. All right, so Y'all see the amount? I was a thousandaire. All right, you all see the pay period here. And that is the hours, 58.51. All right, F9 card and cent. I sold none, so they gave me nada. FA tips, $1.95, y'all. That's sad. $1.95. Time and a half. I don't know how I got time and a half really, but hey, 332.33. HSAER. That is my insurance. Long-term disability, 342. Non-taxable per diems on the first check. Over 75 and over 82, 0. Parking pass, $36. Regular guarantee time, 968.89. Regular pay. Okay, so I'm not sure if this is holiday pay because I know I work some holidays, but 215.55. Retro pay, 0. Taxable per diem, which is on the first check, 0. And then vacation payout, none. All right, and these are my deductions. Company paid ADD, 0. Company paid life, 0. Company paid long-term disability, 0. HSA contribution, 0. HSAER, they took out that $37.50. Took the long-term disability. Remember, dental was free. No uniforms because it's paid off, boo. And there is the second union due. So remember, $50 a month. Value HDHP is my insurance, $74.63. Vision is free. Now the taxes. So these are my taxes here. All right, and guys, that's how I was paid for, paid in the month of June. The struggle is real.